Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of my FIFA 17 Manchester City career mode. Now in today's episode, we are going to be having 5 games, a massive episode today. Obviously today is Sunday and I'm going to give you guys an extra game. So in today's episode, the first game will be a Premier League game at home against Swansea. We are at the moment at the top of the table. We'll be taking a look at the Premier League table before we do head into that game against Swansea. We've got a Champions League round of 16 game. This is the first leg against Sevilla. Champions League is obviously re-beginning. It's in the round of 16. We're continuing when we did make it through the group stages. Premier League game against Spurs, massive game. Another massive game against Everton a couple days later. And then to end off the episode, an EFL Cup game. We've got the EFL Cup final in today's episode. It's against Leicester City. Are we going to walk away with the EFL Cup trophy? If you guys do go on to enjoy today's episode, drop a like rating. Like I've already said before, your guys' support on this series has been insane. Drop a comment down below. Actually, we're gonna have a comment of the day, and down below in the comments, let me know who do you think is gonna win this EFL Cup final. Like I said, the final game of today's episode, Leicester City or Manchester City. But without further ado, let's head into the first game of today's episode. It's in the Premier League. It's against Swansea. So the first game of today's episode is in the Premier League against Swansea City. This should be an easy win for ourselves. We're currently sitting first in the Premier League. Like I've already showed you guys the league table. Very good at the moment. Obviously we're heading into the second half of the season. We want to maintain ourselves at the top of the table and go ahead and win the Premier League trophy. You can see Swansea down in 18th. They're struggling at the moment, trying to get out of the relegation zone. We win this game, guys. We go 3 points ahead of all the other teams in the Premier League. It should be an easy win at the Etihad. And I have made a few changes to my lineup. And we take a look at my Manchester City side for this game. So we're still starting 4-2-2-2 formation. Arturo Vidal and Toure as the 2 CDMs. With Silva and Sterling playing just behind. I think it's Aguero and Iheanacho as the 2 strikers, with Bale, Cole Walker, Bravo, Otamendi all on the substitutes for this game. It's still a very strong side, but like I said, I've rested a few players for this game because obviously we've got the Champions League, we've got the game against Spurs and the game against Everton later on in today's episode. We are going to be taking a look at the Swansea side. Like I said, they're sitting down in 18th, trying to get out of the relegation zone. They did sign Jack Cole back during this recent transfer window. He's making his debut for the club in a 4-2-3-1 formation with Llorente starting as the striker. Swansea played inside to Colback to Dyer. Dyer to Sigurdsson. Sigurdsson goes with the shot and it's in. And just like that, we had a chance on goal. We did not score. Swansea go down the other end, and after 13 minutes, 1-0 Swansea. Sigurdsson picks up the goal, and he has actually shocked us. And just like that, after we were on a golden chance, Swansea go down the other end. Sigurdsson goes with the shot. Rulli and Stone should have done better at the back. And just like that, Swansea take the 1-0 lead after 14 minutes. Plays it to Vidal. Vidal pushing forward. Arturo Vidal can go all the way. What a finish from Vidal. 1-1. We've picked up a goal, and hopefully after this goal we can go back to the way that we've been playing, especially in the previous episode. 1-1 in the 34th minute. It has been a very, very shaky start to this game, guys. We have not been playing the way that we've wanted to be playing, but Vidal, who's come in during the recent transfer window, started well in his debut in the previous game, picks up a goal for himself, and he has started incredibly well here at Manchester City. It is 1-1 in the 33rd minute, guys, and we need to control this game. We can't afford for Swansea to pick up another goal, but hopefully we can get back to the way that we've been playing so far this season. Scores remain at 1-1, looking for that second goal. Plays it inside. Company with the header. Now Iheanacho with the first time ball. Yaya Toure is pushing forward. We'll play it to Vidal. Vidal will play it through. Iheanacho this time to make it 2-1, and he does, guys. And this time Iheanacho picks up the goal. 2-1 Manchester City. We've come back after being 1-0 down during the first half. We've picked up 2 goals. Vidal actually picks up an assist, and this man has been incredible. He's picked up, I think, 2 assists and a goal in the space of not even 2 full games. Iheanacho with a good finish, first time shot into that bottom corner. Yes, it did come off the post, but most importantly, it went into the back of the net. 2-1 Manchester City. We've taken the lead, and can we hold on for the 3 points? Good win. Vidal. Iheanacho, one touch. Raheem Sterling over the top. What a ball to David Silva to make it 3-1 City. He's going to play it. Sterling. There it is. 3-1 Manchester City in the later stages of the second half. In the 81st minute to be exact. 3-1 Manchester City against Swansea. And what a game this has proven to be. After being 1-0 down, we've slammed on 3 goals to lead 3-1 and possibly pick ourselves up the 3 points. That is how the game is going to end. It's going to end in an easy 3-1 win for ourselves. Yes, at the start, Swansea did test us picking up the first goal. We did slam on 3 goals to pick ourselves up a 3-1 win. So yet again, guys, there's been another fixture change, another calendar change like it did happen in the previous episode. This game against Spurs has been pushed closer in the Premier League. That's actually going to be the next game of today's episode. After that, we've got this game against Sevilla. This game has just been pushed up, and it's an FA Cup game against Watford in around 16, and then the Premier League game against Everton, which means we're going to be playing the game against Watford and Everton, which means this game against Leicester City has to be pushed into the next episode. So to start off the next episode, we've got the EFL Cup final against Leicester City. I'm sorry about that, guys, but we've got to play the game against Watford in the FA Cup, which means, like I said, this EFL Cup final game is going to be played in the next episode. So next up, we've got this game against Spurs in the Premier League. Let's hope that no other fixture changes happen so we can head through these 5 games in today's episode. And next up, like I showed you guys with the fixture changes, happened in the previous episode also. We weren't actually going to be doing transfer deadline day in the previous episode, but with the calendar changes, we actually did. So which means now the EFL Cup game final is going to be played in the next episode, which will be out obviously tomorrow, so make sure you don't miss that. We've got this game against Spurs. They're in 6th, we are in 1st. Like I said, we win this game, we go 3 points clear at the top of the table. At the moment we are 3 points clear, but this is a game in hand, so like I said, we win this 3 points clear over Southampton at the top of the Premier League table. And we take a look at my Manchester City side for this game. There have been a few changes. The likes of Kevin De Bruyne and Bale have come back into the side. So has Gabriel Jesus, who is now an 80 rated player in our team. And we take a look at the Spurs lineup that we are coming up against. Hugo Lloris in goals. They're starting a 4-2-3-1 formation with Harry Kane starting as a striker with R16 playing just behind him. Surprising to see Dele Alli starting as a substitute. So is Moussa Dembele. Surprising to see those 2 names on the substitutes. We're facing Spurs. Obviously, this is a bit of a bigger test in this game, because even though they are sitting in 6th, they want to push into that top 4 position. So we need to maintain our spot at the top of the table. Spurs trying to push into the top 4. You can see Kevin De Bruyne won the ball straight from kickoff, plays it to Gabriel Jesus, and it's very well blocked from Alderweireld. And Jesus, imagine that after 2 minutes picking up a goal. De Bruyne with the corner, Laporte with the header, an easy save for Lloris. And just like that, guys, in the space of a couple of minutes, straight from kickoff, we won the ball. And we're doing well to start off this game, unlike the Swansea game. But it could change here as Harry Kane plays the ball through to Christian Eriksen, who's pushing forward on goal. Sona Eriksen. Sissoko. Moussa Sissoko with the shot, and he's hit the crossbar. What a start to this game. Both teams having chances on goal. After 7 minutes, it's been 1 good chance for City, 1 good chance for Spurs. They've come closer than what we did as they actually hit the crossbar. Dyer to Rose, Gundogan with a good win. Now Gundogan's going to play through Gabriel Jesus. Can he make it 1-0 City? He gets taken out, referee. That's going to be a penalty. And after 18 minutes in a really attacking game, both teams are just going on the attack and exactly what we want. Gabriel Jesus picks up a penalty here after 19 minutes. Now, who should take this penalty? That's the question. Yaya Touré's usually been taking the penalties. I'm actually going to let Bale take this one. Gareth Bale to make a 1-0 Manchester City. Looking for that top corner, he's done it. It's 1-0 Manchester City here in the early stages of this game. And an incredible start to this game after 19 minutes. Both teams have had good chances on goal. Bale picks up the goal, exactly what we've needed. We need to pick up the 3 points here against a quality side like Spurs. 1-0 City at the Etihad. Don plays it to Wanyama. Wanyama comes in with a cross. It's Sissoko. It's come off the crossbar for Spurs. Otamendi tries to clear it out. Vidal with the defensive header. And oh my, Spurs could have been 1-1. Have leveled this game. Vidal gives away a free kick and a goal scoring chance from the free kick. Wow, Spurs have just hit the crossbar twice in the first half. In the 40th minute, Christian Eriksen with the free kick. It's over the goal. Kane. Kolarov interception. Vidal turns. Vidal with an overtop ball. Gabriel Jesus has all the pace to get to that one. He does. Goes for the shot. Alderweireld with the block. Gabriel Jesus is absolutely unbelievable, guys. 2-0 Manchester City in the 57th minute. And Gabriel Jesus this season has been absolutely incredible. Over top ball, you can see here, he goes for the shot, well blocked, but somehow the ball stuck to his foot, and look at this finish, turning his body into that bottom corner. You can just see Hugo Lloris just watch that one go into his goal. 2-0 Manchester City against Spurs. The 3 points are all but ours against a quality side like Spurs. Guys, we're going 3 points clear at the top of the table. Exactly what we want. Here, we're finally bridging a gap at the top of the table. But Harry Kane looks to pick up a goal straight from kickoff. R16, well blocked from Laporte. Corner from De Bruyne will come in. Laporte with the header. It's come off the post. And guys, just like that, it could have been 3-0 Manchester City. I think it's a foul for Spurs. But so close to making a 3-0. Laporte hits the post from the corner. We are dominating Spurs in this game, which has actually been a surprise. Moussa Dembele came on as a substitute. We'll get it again. Moussa Dembele has scored. 2-1, guys. Spurs pick up a goal for themselves in the 74th minute. They've made it 2-1. And they are back into this game. Dembele won it back. Played it. Good one too. And you can see the shot here on the right foot, on his weak foot. Scores. Bale tries to play through. Gabriel Jesus is on it. He can play to Aguero if he wants. He does. It's Sergio Aguero, and he's done it. 3-1. And it's Gabriel Jesus yet again who picks up the assist. 3-1 in the 88th minute. And guys, we're going to pick up the 3 points against Spurs. You can just see Gabriel Jesus. This man is absolutely incredible. And Aguero himself does what he does best, putting the ball into the back of the net. 3-1 against Spurs with about a minute to go plus stoppage time. And the game has gone down in a 3-1 win against Spurs at the Etihad. A massive 3 points in the league. Now we go 3 points clear at the top of the table in a very, very great win for our season. Next up, we got this game against Sevilla in the Champions League. It's at the Etihad. It's the first leg of the round of 16. We take a look at my Manchester City side for this game. It's one of my strongest starting 11 heading into the round of 16 of the Champions League. Yet again, we've got Aguero, Jesus. Now, Sane will be playing alongside Bale. Kevin De Bruyne has been dropped, with Vidal and Gundogan playing in the 2 CDM positions. Obviously, Vidal has been playing insane since we did sign him. The man has just been incredible. Obviously, Aguero and Jesus is just a lethal partnership. Ian Archo is obviously down on the substitutes. Let's take a look at the Sevilla side, because Sevilla are a very strong Spanish side. We take a look at their lineup. Jovetic will be starting as a striker. He's a new signing for them. Sirigu will be starting in goals. They'll be starting a 4-2-3-1 formation with Nasri playing against the team that he's actually loaned out. So Nasri is actually loaned out to Sevilla, so he is really a Manchester City player, and he's playing against us here at the Etihad. Sevilla will get it out. Jesus, Aguero to Gabriel Jesus. Plays it through. Gareth Bale to make a 1-0 City. What a finish, and Gareth Bale picks up the goal. Vitolo will get it again for Sevilla. Good win from Gael Clichy. Risky ball. Vasquez Jovetic will now go with the shot. And I made a bad mistake trying to play the one in the middle. Risky ball. And that leads to Sevilla picking up an away goal here in this Champions League title. Clichy tried to play back to Gundogan. Wasn't the best option. And Jovetic turns, shoots, and scores. Nasri. Vasquez. Still not Vasquez. Vitolo will play through. Stefan Jovetic has done it. It's 2-1 Sevilla at the Etihad. In the 31st minute, in the space of about 15 minutes, Sevilla have completely changed this tie in the Champions League. And it's all through Stefan Jovetic, the former Manchester City man, getting revenge against his former side. He scores into the bottom corner, guys. It is now 2-1. Sevilla picked up 2 away goals. And after being in the lead, being confident that we can go through, right now, it is very, very risky. Bale streaming forward. Go on, Gareth Bale. We need someone to step up here. We're in trouble. Ball gets played through. Gabriel Jesus can step up. Good save. Bale with the rebound. Sirigu saved it on the line. Sevilla. Sane gets back there. Sane does well to win it. Sane to Gundogan. That wasn't the best first time touch, but Gundogan's still going to collect it and push forward. It's Gabriel Jesus now, can play through. Vidal, the man who stepped up since we did sign him, has done it again. Arturo Vidal has done it again, guys. In the 80th minute, it is 2-2 at the Etihad. Manchester City 2, Sevilla 2 in the first leg. Imagine what the second leg is going to be in the next episode. It's 2-2 in the Champions League first leg in the round of 16. Arturo Vidal, the man that we did sign in the previous episode, has stepped up again. Every time we've needed him, he's just played incredibly well. Possibly could have been the greatest signing I feel like that I have made, that has made an impact. It is 2-2 here, guys, at the Etihad. This is going to be very interesting heading into the second leg. It's going to be absolutely insane. What an incredible game. It's a 2-2 draw against Sevilla in a great game. We found ourselves 1-0 in the lead. Then Sevilla picked up 2 quick goals through Jovetic playing against his former side. Then late in the game, Vidal stepped up to pick up a goal for himself. 2-2 heading into the second leg. It's going to be huge against Sevilla. That's going to be the away leg. 2-2 draw as we head into the next game of today's episode. And next up, we're back in the FA Cup. This game in the FA Cup is against Watford at the Etihad. I think this is the round of 32 or the round of 16, I'm not too sure. But we're facing this game against Watford and we want to try and go all the way in the FA Cup. This is actually the round of 16 in the FA Cup, and you can see on the right side of the tournament tree, we are down below in the bottom right hand corner. I think we win this game against Watford. It could be an easy task to go all the way and reach the FA Cup final. We take a look at my Manchester City side. I'm starting a really strong side for this game against Watford because I do want to advance in the FA Cup. 4-2-2-2 formation. Vidal, Toure, Bale, Kevin De Bruyne will be returning for this game. Kevin De Bruyne has come back into the side, and Sergio Aguero and Gabriel Jesus is the best striker partnership I think I've used in FIFA this year. We take a look at the Watford side. They got Okaka starting as a striker. They will be starting also, I think they usually start a 4-3-3 formation. No, the 5 at the back formation. A 5-3-2 formation with Kabul starting as a centre-back. 5 at the back Watford for this game, and that is going to be a bit of a harder task to break down. Obviously 5 at the back, but with the way that my team has been playing, we should pick up the win here and advance. De Bruyne will come in with the corner. Not the best corner, but I think Aguero still get a header onto it. Toure. Header to Jesus. De Bruyne. Aguero turns. Sergio Aguero with the shot. 1-0 City in the 30th minute. It is coming, guys. Every single game I feel as though we're going to slam on a few goals. In today's episode already, we've picked up 8 goals already. 9 goals including this one. It's just been an incredible episode so far. De Bruyne to Sergio Aguero. Easy finish into the back of the net. 5 at the back still isn't working for Watford as we take the lead 1-0 at the Etihad. Just gets a one to Aguero. Jesus will play through to Gareth Bale, who's streaming down this wing. Gareth Bale does well to cut it back. Bale will now go with the shot. He's hit the post, and Gareth Bale coming so close to making a 2-0 Manchester City. Capoue, good win from Toure. Now De Bruyne will turn. De Bruyne trying to find Aguero. Aguero will go with the shot, and he's hit the post. In the 71st minute, I'm really feeling this 5 at the back formation for Watford, especially when we did pick up a goal. We haven't really been able to get on many attacks, but you can see Sergio Aguero with a long shot would have been a fantastic goal. That is how the game is going to end, guys. It's a 1-0 win against Watford. It could have been 2-0 if Aguero's long shot did go in, but fortunately for us, it's a 1-0 win. We're going through to the next round of the FA Cup. We're in the EFL Cup final. We're through to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. And the Champions League, it's so close between us and Sevilla. Guys, we could go ahead and win every single competition. We're also first in the Premier League. But let's end off today's episode with another victory. In every single game in today's episode, it has been high scoring except for this one. Let's head into the final game of today's episode. I'm pretty sure this game was against Everton, because in the next episode, we're going to be starting it off with the EFL Cup final against Leicester City. Let's head into the final game of today's episode. As we head into the final game of today's episode, this game is against Everton at Goodison Park, and we're looking to repeat our results in today's episode by picking up 3 points. And we take a look at the Everton side for this game. They've got a 4-2-3 formation with Valencia starting as a striker, with Ross Barkley playing just behind them. We all know Lukaku did leave for big money to Manchester United during the recent transfer window. And we take a look at my Manchester City side for this game. Iheanacho and Jesus will be starting as the two strikers. Aguero will be getting the rest for this game, with Sterling playing just behind them alongside Sane, and Gundogan will be starting in the midfield, yet again in a 4-2-2-2 formation. Today's episode has been yet again another good one. We've been doing well in the league, been doing well in the FA Cup. A very, very great game against Sevilla, who will be going through. We're going to have to wait and find out in the next episode. Iheanacho wins the ball off Ross Barkley here. He's going to play through. Raheem Sterling can go all the way, make a 1-0 City. And Williams with a great block. Iheanacho to Kolarov. Kolarov to Iheanacho, plays it through wide. Raheem Sterling will now come in with the cross. The header from Jesus is a good save. And yet again, Gabriel Jesus looking to pick up another goal for himself, as he's done so well this season. Good one with the corner. Company with the header, and he just put it wide in the 51st minute. Scores remain at 0-0. We have had a few good chances on goal, especially to start off this second half, but yet to pick up the goal. Scores remain at 0-0. Everton haven't really been on the attack much, to be honest. They're playing really defensive. It's just been us trying to break them down. Sterling. Iheanacho. Looks to play back to David Silva, who's really been controlling the midfield in this game. He plays it to Gundogan. Gundogan to Iheanacho. Iheanacho to go all the way. There it is. 1-0 City to start off this second half. Iheanacho picked up the goal, but what a finish it was from Iheanacho into the roof of the net. And that shot was so powerful. It was just an easy goal for ourselves. And after 56 minutes, 1-0 Manchester City. Silva, Gundogan. Look at this finish from Iheanacho into the roof of the net. Brilliant finish. Schneiderlin. Williams. Gundogan with a good win on Williams. Now, because Williams has pushed up, that's going to leave a gap in the Everton defence. Gabriel Jesus to make it 2-0. Manchester City to seal the 3 points. We are too good right now, guys, in this stage of the season. In the 73rd minute, it's Everton 0, Manchester City 2. And yet again, it's Gabriel Jesus who picks up the goal. Iheanacho and Jesus, yet again, that partnership is just so deadly on goals. What a finish from Jesus into the bottom corner. What an incredible episode, guys. In all 5 games, we have been playing absolutely great. Sterling, Gundogan, Silva, Sane. Look at this one-touch play from my team. Raheem Sterling gets fouled, but will continue. Silva, Sane, trying to turn. Sane to make a 3-0, guys. We are absolutely incredible. In the 90th minute, or 89th minute, there's only a couple seconds to go till the 90th minute. We have made it 3-0 at Goodison Park, and we are just absolutely firing right now. Who is going to stop us? Guys, what a way to end off today's episode. What an episode it has been. A 3-0 win against Everton, just to cap off an incredible episode. What an incredible episode. 5 games, all 5 games were great games for ourselves. The Champions League game was a great game also. Even though it was a 2-2 draw at the Etihad, we're going to have to go to that away leg and make sure that we do pick up the win. But it was just an incredible game. Sevilla made it so competitive. And in today's episode, my Manchester City side has proven why we are one of the best teams in career mode. And you can see from that second half, 3 goals in the second half to make it a 3-0 win. If you guys did enjoy today's episode, drop a like, drop a comment. Don't miss out on the EFL Cup final in the next episode. That's why you got to go ahead and subscribe. And I'll see you all on my next video.